global warming. Some say irreversible consequences are 30 years away. 30 years? That won't affect me.
When the cable company keeps you on hold, you feel trapped. When you feel trapped, you need to feel free. When you need to feel free, you try hang gliding. When you try hang gliding, you crash into things. When you crash into things, the grid goes down. When the grid goes down, crime goes up. And when crime goes up, your dad gets punched over a can of soup. Don't have your dad get punched over a can of soup. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
So, what happens when you're wrong?
Oh, Joey, I'm never wrong.
But you can't always be right.
Well, if it's your job to be right, then you're never wrong.
But what if you are wrong?
Okay, let's say that you're defending chocolate, and I'm defending vanilla. Now, if I were to say to you, vanilla is the best flavor ice cream, you'd say...
No, chocolate is.
Exactly. But you can't win that argument. So, I'll ask you. So you think chocolate is the end-all and be-all of ice cream, do you?
It's the best ice cream. I wouldn't order any other.
Oh, so it's all chocolate for you, is it?
Yes, chocolate is all I need.
Well, I need more than chocolate. And for that matter, I need more than vanilla. I believe that we need freedom and choice when it comes to our ice cream, and that, Joy Naylor, that is the definition of liberty.
But that's not what we're talking about.
Ah, but that's what I'm talking about.
But you didn't prove that vanilla is the best.
I didn't have to. I proved that you're wrong, and if you're wrong, I'm right.
But you still didn't convince me.
It's that I'm not after you. I'm after them.
Hey, did you see that concert last night? It was totally awesome.
No, I did not. Who was playing?
Insert band name here.
Is that even a real band?
Yes. They are the best country folk emo rock disco band ever.
Are you kidding?
No.
I disagree with you. I think that Popcorn Fairy is the best band ever.
You must be really stupid to think that Popcorn Fairy is better than insert band name here.
Hey, that's mean.
I don't care. Popcorn Fairy plays terrible punk metal pop techno music that only appeals to people with low intelligence.
But...
Shut up. I'm right and you are wrong. And if you don't believe me, I'll punch you right square in the nose.
Hey, that is not a valid argument.
What?
You can't win an argument with a threat of violence or force. It is ignorant and brutish.
You are a tone-deaf jerk who likes stupid music. What do I care that it's not fair? You still lose the argument.
Your name, sir?
Vern Brown.
Clearly a Warriors fan.
Clearly, yes.
Favorite player?
Curry.
Curry? Do you think the Cavs losing Zayn Malik will affect the Cavs' One Direction defense?
No, I don't think so.
Not at all?
Not at all, no.
I mean, is One Direction going to be the same without him?
I think it will be, yes.
Think it'll be okay?
Yes, yes.
Warriors all day.
Do you think the Warriors are going to start L. Ron Hubbard?
No. Not in my personal opinion, no.
Why is that?
He don't seem like he does well under pressure.
Is it possible for the Warriors to penetrate Cleveland's tri-tip defense?
Yeah, because, I mean, really nobody can run around and chase Steph or Clay. Even in the transition, nobody's going to catch him and it's going to go in all the time.
I mean, should the Warriors use A1 on them?
Yeah, that's how we should start. We should start it by A1 and end it in 4. Like, let's just go home.
Father? What are you doing? You're hurting me, Father.
Isaac, you must trust in God.
Please. Please. Please, Father.
Forgive me. A sacrifice. Oh, my boy, my boy, my boy.
What I believe is we have to do, as the president mentioned towards the end of his remarks there, which is to make enormous efforts to enforce the gun laws that we have and to change the culture of violence we have. And you ask, how are we going to do that? And there are a number of things. He mentioned good schools. I totally agree. We were able to drive our schools to be #1 in the nation in my state. And I believe if we do a better job in education, we'll give people the hope and opportunity they deserve, and perhaps less violence from that. But let me mention another thing. And that is parents. We need moms and dads helping raise kids. Wherever possible, the benefit of having 2 parents in the home, and that's not always possible. A lot of great single moms, single dads. But gosh, to tell our kids that before they have babies, they ought to think about getting married to someone, that's a great idea.
Here's something I think you're going to like. I'm going to go and tell you about how Fox News distorts statistics using graphs. This is a really great post over at simplystatistics.org where we've individually covered almost every single one of these, Lewis, over time, but they've really put them together to show us how Fox News really distorts and uses statistics, okay? Let's put up number 1, Natan. The federal welfare received in the U.S. graph. Now, this is a classic Fox News tactic where if they want to make it appear as though there's been a dramatic increase somewhere, typically somewhere that makes President Obama look bad or a Democrat look bad, what they'll do is they'll truncate the y-axis. So if you look at this, it looks like we have a dramatic increase, Lewis, over time. But when you actually look at the label on the left side of the graph, you see that this doesn't start at 0. This is a graph that only encompasses 94 million to 108 million. So we're really talking about a tiny little increase here. But when you completely mess with the proportions and the perspective, it looks like, look at that, federal welfare is blown up.
On 2020. Welcome to their world.
Personal trainers, chefs, nutritionists, manicurists.
The privileged people.
Anything you can think of like that we might want, they give it to us.
But there's more to privilege than money.
None of you would change places with me, and I'm rich.
And don't feel sorry for her.
People hate me because I'm beautiful.
Beauty has its own rewards.
Hey, Lauren.
She gets paid to go to nightclubs.
It's so unfair. It's not a fair world, John.
And what about diplomats' privilege that puts them above the law?
They could rape, they could exploit.
Where do their perks leave you? They're not like us. Privilege in America.